We're live.
Oh, hi.
We are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Keep Gaming Podcast Live. You guys know the vibes. It is me, MeLlamoCeeGee. I am here with the GOAT, Mr. Johnny Boom Botz, and Mr. Fresco is here today. Okay, unfortunately, founder Lou is not here today. He couldn't join us, but we're still going through with it, and we're gonna get this thing going. You know the vibes. So welcome. What's
going on
today? How you guys doing? Johnny,
Did you know where Landmine is right now? Where Lou is right now? I heard he's hanging out with cool young Lou in Mexico or like Tijuana or some shit or Bangkok. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure I heard that he was on vacation with cool young Lou. So I mean, yo,
hey, shout out to cool young you. Wow, I said that. I just had a stroke on camera. Hold on.
Wait, no, he said he's in Africa, man.
Oh, he's in Africa. Oh, I wasn't too sure where he was. I'm sorry.
Okay. Also, right. I do want to let the chat know that if you guys have any questions, put them in the chat, and at the end of the podcast, we will be doing a little Q&A. So make sure to ask as much questions as you want. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be getting it going. All right. So today's topic we're starting with.
Real quick, by the way, guys, we have a special guest, Fresco. Welcome.
Fresco.
Thank you.
Fresco, how are you doing today? How are you doing?
Listen, man, I'm pretty fucking good. I'm not gonna lie. The weekend is here. It was a long goddamn week, but we're here, and I'm here with you guys. It's a good time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hopefully the audio sounds good because I'm trying to do this shit like last second. So hopefully we sound okay. And
all right, I had to keep the vibes going. I usually do that.
Just shooting it cold.
Who's talking? So today's first topic, okay? First topic today is the new Nintendo Switch OLED hands-on joint that's coming.
OLED? We're fucking
I know. Listen,
old McDonald over here be like, yo, I got the Nintendo Switch OEO. Like, what the hell? Like. Bingo
OLED, man.
OLED.
I know. Come on now. I know personally that Lou was super excited because he was expecting the next gen Switch coming, and this is what we got. Okay. This is what we got. What are your guys' thoughts?
You want to go, Johnny? I have thoughts on this, but go ahead.
So there's two things about it though. Is the fact that I feel like we did a WandaVision kind of shit. We hyped ourselves up for it, and we were kind of expecting top next level, like 4K, like, oh my God, I want this, and we're going to get this. We got most of what they said they were going to give us. We did get the Ethernet port. We got the bigger screen. We got the bigger kickstand in the back. So they made some improvements for it that are good if you go on the go with it. If you're a handheld person for it. Am I like, oh my God, it needs to get bought day one? No. Am I going to get it day one? Yes, because I'm getting it for my wife.
Really? Okay.
So my wife has the Switch Lite. I have the regular OG Switch. My wife has the Switch Lite, but she's at that point where she's like, oh, I want to play the game and put it on the TV. I want to dock it. She didn't think it was going to be a problem at first, but now she's realizing like, oh no, I really do want to be able to dock the Switch and put it on the TV. So if I'm going to get her a Switch, I might as well get her the new one that's coming out right now instead of just buying like one of the OGs and have a problem with it. So I mean,
makes sense.
I'm upset that it's not a 4K, but I am still. If you're a portable gamer and you're somebody that takes it on the road, I think this is great. I think this is definitely beneficial because of the improvement kickstand and all. Because that kickstand we have in the old one, though, that shit gets me nervous when I pull it out. I'm afraid I'm gonna snap it when I just touch it. Yeah. It's got its benefits. But what do you think, Fresco?
Right. So here are my thoughts. If I'm not mistaken, the OG Switch right now goes for what, like $299, about $300, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And the new one is about $50 more. So in my opinion, I feel if you have the OG, the upgrades are not worth it. Especially since it doesn't give that 4K resolution. The Ethernet port, you can just get an adapter for like $15. I did. So
really?
I have there's I believe it's USB to Ethernet. Let me see if I can show you guys.
I never knew that shit.
Yo, for real. Pulled out the whole Switch, bro.
Yo, Chris, I think he's gonna have to start doing this shit because he definitely put you to shame real quick. he was like, he's like, yo, Chris, you got ice in your veins, bro? Hold up, I'm gonna show you some real ice real quick. Let me flex on this shit real quick.
This right here is the actual Nintendo brand
Adapter.
Ethernet to USB.
Wow.
So
Bro.
rather, I don't because if you don't have decent, like I have what is it gigabit connection through Verizon, but my Wi-Fi is trash. So if it's connected directly, I'm
100
good.
times better,
Wi-Fi,
right.
yeah,
That's
1,000 times
crazy.
better. But if you have this, you can buy this for like $20. I'm not gonna drop to get a whole new Switch. What am I supposed to do with this?
Right? No, exactly. It doesn't pay off to just upgrade.
So like I said, if you have a Switch, it doesn't do it for me. I don't really care about the kickstand because I don't take it anywhere. But if you don't have a Switch, drop those extra $50. And
That's what I was gonna say. That's me in this situation right now. I'm PC only, and Switch is something that I was gonna buy. I actually have it in my Amazon wish list. Okay, and then I saw this.
Drop a link real quick.
It doesn't really change much from the original, like you were saying. So like, cool. But since I don't have a Switch, I definitely want to buy one. It's only like what, an extra $50 or whatever. I'll spend the money on it. I mean, the screen is a little bit bigger. I'm getting older. My eyes don't work as well. Screw it. Might as well. I don't know if I'm really gonna be a portable gamer with it. It's more so probably for like streaming and stuff. But cool. It's not what Lou was expecting, so I know he's disappointed.
Right.
But me, I'm not really huge on consoles and stuff like that at the moment, so it's not really a big deal to me personally.
Right.
Yeah, I'll agree with that too, because of the fact that, like what Fresco just said, is the fact that if you can buy the Ethernet USB adapter for $20, so like it's not like as if you're getting a PS4 and then a PS4 Pro or a PlayStation 5 Pro.
Right.
You're not upgrading to a whole way better thing. You're just getting a slightly better graphics, etc., like that. So yeah, so I mean, if you don't have one, I would say definitely go out and grab one. But if you do have one and you don't need it, I'm just mad I never knew about that Ethernet port thing. Like, I'm not doing shit.
Yeah, he just went on Amazon and put it in his cart.
It's because you know how when we were doing the Mario Kart and when we were doing all of those collab games, and I would lag, and I said, no, there has to be something out there that can fucking help me out. And I found this. Now, another thing that they added was also the 64 gigabyte storage. Doesn't really do it for me as well. You can just get an SD card, pop it right in there, and SD cards go for super cheap on Amazon. So, nah.
Yeah, I mean,
but that's just my thoughts.
Like, Switch in general just updated a couple new things as well too. Like, they did know that with their most recent update, they had it where if you are playing, let's say you have a game and they have like the data storage to it, you can actually delete the data storage from your Switch, and it'll still save it in the cloud. And then when you go back, so this way it frees up more space on you. So that 64 gig is great. But at the same time though too, when you're offering that cloud backup, you're not really like you're not giving where it's like, oh my god, I need this, I need that. It's not anything crazy to it.
Right.
But
well, speaking of portable gaming consoles, let's talk about Xscreen putting out an Xbox Series S and turning it into a laptop. And it was crowdfunded in 20 minutes.
Crazy.
Okay. So now I do want to mention, in the article, it mentions that the screen is only 11.6 inches, which is just about a foot. But it turns your Xbox Series S into a laptop. What are you guys' thoughts on that?
Okay, so didn't GameCube do this a long time ago? Do you guys remember that? That GameCube,
because I did have a GameCube.
Yeah, the GameCube.
I never had a GameCube.
It actually where you can connect it. I wish that I could like show it on screen.
You're right. They did. It was like a little bot. It looked like a Game Boy.
like a Game Boy. It was like a Game Boy screen. You pop that right on top, and it flips right open.
You're right.
They did this a while ago. This isn't something new. And if I'm not mistaken, because I Googled it, the original Xbox had a screen as well.
Yes.
Now, these are probably all third-party creators, right?
Right.
These were never official from Microsoft. But it's crazy that this was all like crowd-funded. So
right. So I mean, in that case too, this as well too is also third-party as well.
Right.
For some reason now in my mind I need to go look up this this GameCube
One.
screen.
Yeah,
because
check
I'm
it
just
out.
like
Yeah.
I'm just thinking in my mind a big ass square Game Boy.
No,
like
no,
what
no.
the fuck?
Look-
like
look
No,
up-
because the
Look up-
GameCube itself was really small.
It was pretty small.
It was a
Yeah.
small thing. It had a little handle on it too. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I remember because that was the first console I bought with my actual like own money.
right.
Oh
So
my
they
God.
definitely had it. It was like
You
a
see
little
it?
Game Boy
Bro,
Advance
that
screen.
literally looks like, you know what that reminds me of? When you remember the old Game Boys and you used to buy the attachments for the black and gray Game Boys, you had to like attach the light and they attach the rest. That's literally
Right.
what they did. And
Yep.
I'm sorry, but I could not picture myself walking around with a little cube
No.
with a screen on it. Like the screen is as big as the cube is. Like
So, like,
That's
in
great.
what scenarios? Because the Xbox Series S only runs if it's connected to the power, right?
So
In what scenario does this actually work for? Let's say if you take it to a hotel, right?
Right.
There's a TV. You can't connect it anywhere on an airplane. So, at what purpose does this actually have? What do you guys
Here's the
think?
thing though, I'm pretty sure you could figure out a way to use it on an airplane while you're traveling, right? So at an airport,
Right.
they have
oh,
cable
yeah.
ports.
Okay. When you're waiting.
or you can I'm pretty sure they got adapters that you can do like USB connections to
Right.
get power.
You could get an
to
external
yourself.
power source.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what
but
I mean?
That'll be a whole extra block then that you'd have to
Right.
carry or something.
Because
you know?
I mean, even in the article itself, it says that you can fit your entire Xbox with this screen
right.
in a 15-inch laptop bag. So you
Mm.
could literally just drag that with you anywhere because it'll look like you're a businessman.
now,
you know?
now my question for you though too, the 15-inch laptop bag, right? But we know the Xbox series is not exactly like a fucking laptop thin. It's thick.
Yeah, it's
So
pretty-
it's like
yeah.
when you think about that with the screen though, like are we talking about 15-inch laptop screen like now like a MacBook like an Air, or are we talking about like
Yeah.
the old school OG laptops that are like this thick with the batteries 5 inches high? Like
Yo, for real.
yeah, like you're walking around with a you're walking around with a PS2 basically in a bag. Like when you really think about it, is what the size you're looking at. The screen and all, you're probably looking at walking around a PS2 in your bag. And it's like, bro, like at what point does gaming? I mean, I understand portable gaming, but what point does that pay off as opposed to just walking around a Switch?
Right.
It's
right,
the truth. It's true. It's
Like
true.
portable battery compared to walking around with. Yeah, you might be able to fit the Xbox and the screen in a 15-inch laptop bag, but you still gotta have the power depth. You still gotta have
Right.
your headphones. You still gotta have all the
Controller.
software, your controller, all that shit.
So much. And I don't know how heavy the Xbox Series S is, but it has to have some heft.
I
right?
mean, I saw it in person. It's
Okay.
not as big as it looks in the pictures. I'll be honest
Okay.
with you.
Okay.
I see that comment about the beards,
I can't stop laughing. I can't stop laughing
Don't
at the
judge
chat
me,
right
man.
now.
I'm going through puberty still, okay?
I can't stop laughing at that.
Listen, man, I
It's
shaved
like-
this morning, right? I try to give myself a trim. Don't be
It goes
judging in these
straight across,
streets.
it goes straight across, like left to right, like low to high, like a T-Mobile bars right across from beards.
That's funny.
That's good.
The
But,
Xbox Series S, is it longer than a Switch?
Oh,
Yes,
by
it
far,
is.
yeah,
It-
by
it
far,
is.
yeah.
Okay.
If
It's a-
anything,
it's a- it's a Wi-Fi router.
the Xbox Series X
Mm.
is smaller because I saw that one in
Wait,
person,
what?
and I know the pictures look big. Like it looked like a garbage pail.
Let me look up the measure.
But the
I'm looking at that
actual
too right now.
size, the actual size of the Xbox Series S is way smaller than I thought it was going to be in person. I'm just being honest.
So it's
Like compared to how the
5.9.
PS5 looks, the PS5 is massive compared to the Xbox Series X. Massive.
Right. So it's 10.8 inches tall, 5.9 inches long. And how long is the Switch?
The Switch is 4 inches high by 9.4 inches long, so it's slightly bigger than the Switch.
Slightly bigger than
Yeah.
the Switch.
It's like I said, it's smaller. The pictures make it look way bigger for some reason. I don't know why, but
Right.
they do.
You know, camera adds 10 pounds, bro. That's my excuse. That's my excuse when I'm on Twitch. Camera. I have a couple cameras on me right now. So okay, so yeah, so then essentially you're talking about you're essentially talking about I had to pull the Flex out too. Fresco can't be the only one pulling the Switch out.
Heard you.
So in all reality, you're talking about walking around with this a little bit bigger than this. So
Right.
I mean,
Wait, so is the screen is okay, no, is the screen is the same size, right? As the Series S. Or is it a little bit out?
Yeah.
The pictures that I see, it looks
I
like
didn't
it's
see
literally
any
like
pictures.
it looks like it's literally connected to the
Right.
Xbox like a
the
laptop.
Series S.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. So now it looks like, oh, actually, Fresco, you should like it, Fresco. Because when you have the screen hooked up to it, it looks like a DJ table. Like you got your speaker and the turntable right there.
You know what? See, it's just not practical for me, man.
It's not.
Like, there's nowhere that I might possibly need to have to look for a power, an outlet and connect it. It's just not practical.
See, now
you
my
have
thing is
kids-
though. Here's my thing. Here's my thing.
Mm.
I feel like this should show Microsoft that they need to come up with a portable version of their
But they are.
their console.
Mm.
Like a Vita, the PSP,
But you know-
Switch is portable regardless, but
Right.
You know they're going
know?
that route anyway, though, because we already spoke about that. The Xbox
With the
is
cloud
going
gaming.
away with cloud gaming. So they're going to be getting away from console gaming to begin with and going to cloud gaming. So you're talking about they'll be doing it where I wouldn't be surprised if you don't see another year or two from now, Xbox just comes out with a portable handheld gaming device, like almost like a cell phone kind
Right.
of gaming device. Because like mobile gaming, as much as I hate mobile gaming, and that's the one thing that, console war can join together against mobile gamers. Sorry to anybody that loves mobile gaming, but I feel like as if mobile gaming though still is the future though, because you have a lot of people on Twitch even too that stream mobile Call of Duty, mobile
Right.
Fortnite, whatever it may be. So
Right.
you're talking about with tablets, with phones. Phones are getting how much bigger are phones getting? Like,
Yo, true.
see, like you're talking about like
True.
big ass screens. Okay, so how big is your iPhone screen? You're talking about compared to a Switch screen?
I got
Like
the
right
facts.
now, bro. Like right now,
Actually,
it,
right,
like yeah,
it's not
exactly.
that, it's
Like,
not that much bigger. Yeah,
you're not
It's a
talking
little
about
bit.
you're losing that
That's
much.
True.
yeah.
That's true. I didn't
And-
think about this.
Yeah, add the portable controller to your phone, bro. You got right there. You got your
They
you got your
have
laptop. Yeah,
They have
they
those
do,
adapters to connect to your Android or your iPhone.
and they have relish that they have cloud gaming. Yeah,
Right. So I wouldn't be surprised if they come out with like their own little tablet version
yeah,
where it's kind of like an iPhone. Like you know how once you log into your Apple ID anywhere, all that stuff that's on your phone or on your PC
Right.
is automatically connected in one. You know what I mean?
right.
So maybe that's where Xbox goes with the cloud gaming stuff. That'll be great. I mean,
And I do see it coming where they'll be doing like an evolution. They'll be evolving going forward into new and better things in their opinion at least, or how they want to do it. They need to evolve to stay with the times. And
right.
Sure.
everything has to evolve. Like look at gaming right now. Like for instance, we have coming up is Ubisoft is working on Assassin's Creed Infinity, and Assassin's Creed Infinity. Holy crap! Reportedly working on a Fortnite-like evolving platform. So it's one platform, multiple games. So now, are we looking at battle royale? Are we looking at like one of the guys running around
here's
like
the
with
thing.
with a shotgun? Building your building so you can go scale it 500 miles in the sky. Like,
So here's the thing, right? I think people just say Fortnite because Fortnite's big, obviously.
right?
As an Assassin's Creed fan, I think what this means is just they're gonna do the whole seasons thing. Like every game is kind of going towards anyways, where it's like, hey, you buy the game, you pay for the seasons. So every couple months or like once a year, twice a year, we're gonna give you a huge update that changes the entire, like how Fortnite changed the map completely. And then with chapter 2, season 1, they can do stuff like that. Like, oh, new chapter, new season, 10 seasons per year. We're gonna give you decent updates every like 2 months type of stuff. You know what I mean? Call
Okay.
of Duty does it with the Warzone. Every game has pretty much been doing updates frequently. So Assassin's Creed, it would make sense. Also, it'll be great if they can bring back their multiplayer. Because as a fan of the Assassin's Creed franchise, when multiplayer was a part of it, it was great. I have no idea why they stopped. It wasn't
That
the
was-
co-op multiplayer. It was literally you were blending in with the crowd, and one team was looking for the other team while the other team was blending. It was fun as hell. Okay, and they ruined it with Unity trying to do the co-op.
Oh,
play.
that was Unity. Yes.
Unity was the
Yeah.
co-op play story mode, but it was weird because it was like you were playing your own game, and then there was just certain missions that were co-op, which was terrible.
Right.
But the multiplayer one was, I think, the one before that, the last one with, like the main guy.
Ezio, thank you. Yeah,
Ezio.
that guy.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ezio.
It was the
See,
last
now-
one with him, and they had a good multiplayer, man.
So
Kind of fine.
I know that we
Game was.
don't have any set details
Revelations.
about it yet. Revelations.
Yes.
I know we don't have any set details about the game coming out yet. Like it's basically just knows that it's a project they're working on. However, though, I do see here, though, from reading that it will reportedly be an online platform that would include multiple historical settings and evolve over time, kind of like Fortnite Grand Theft Auto Online. Now,
Right.
what would be interesting about that is what if it's sort of like if you do the multiplayer kind of thing, but you have the option of the same way Call of Duty does with different maps. And you have different historical timelines. So you can go through your Unity, you can go through your Black Flag, you can go through your Origins, you can go through different, different versions of the assassins and even different skins, even too. Like,
Right.
I think it'd be interesting as hell to watch, like, my assassin in Rome running around like a pirate. You know what I mean? Like something totally fucking random. Like, you know what I mean? Totally off the wall and just go with it. I don't know, Fresco. Are you a big Assassin's Creed fan or?
They lost me, man. They lost me. They lost me after Black Flag. I
Okay.
think that's
Yep.
the one. It kind of just went all over the place for me. I remember playing the first Assassin's Creed, which is I believe with Ezio, and it was amazing. But then after that, I feel like they just got off track. I don't.
The first one's Altair. Second
Oh,
one's Ezio.
Altair.
Oh, okay,
Altair.
there we go.
Right. Okay. Yes. Now the whole thing, I feel like once Fortnite came in, and again, yes, Fortnite is huge. I feel like Fortnite implemented this formula for all of these other games to like follow with the whole battle royale, the whole seasonal thing. Now, my fear is I see here it's reportedly to come out in 2024 or 25.
Yeah.
How are those graphics going to be? Are they going to look like the new one that just came out? How is it going to run? I don't know. It's just too many
A lot of factors.
too many factors here that they have to really set it right, and hopefully they do. But they lost me with Assassin's Creed, man. I'm
Because
probably
what
not gonna
they,
get it.
as a fan of the Assassin's Creed, I've played literally every single one, even
Right.
like the
Valhalla, a new one.
Valhalla is great, actually.
You like the combat in Valhalla? What do you think?
Yes.
Really?
It's smooth. It's
Really?
graphic. You
Okay,
chopping
okay.
legs off. You chopping heads off. They brought back the hidden blade, which was
Right.
which I'm a fan of. So
Right.
what happened was that a lot of people complain about.
Right.
They kind of went away from the whole assassins thing.
Mm-hmm. Mhm.
This one they kind of got back to it in Valhalla. They have the whole assassin emblem. They have assassins in the game
Right.
that kind of lead you straight. I'm not going to give away the story, of course.
Right, right.
The story's crazy.
Mm.
But the last 3, they changed the gameplay heavily.
Mhm.
I get why though, because playing the old Assassin's Creed, it gets stale quick. It's very repetitive. It's
Right.
very the whole hiding and killing people, cool. You can still do that.
Right.
But they had to go more of like an RPG route where you could level up your character. It's not just the
Yeah.
same thing over and over again. You unlock certain stuff.
Mhm.
They had to change it a little bit. So I think it was Origins that they started changing it, where they were in like Egypt and stuff like that.
Right.
Then they had what was the one after that? It was like Greek mythology. And then this one was Norse mythology.
Right.
So I'm pretty sure they're gonna keep going with that for a little bit, like the mythologies and stuff like that. Odyssey. It was Assassin's Creed
Yeah,
Odyssey.
I was literally pulling it up just now too.
Mhm.
And this one they went with the whole Viking Norse
Odyssey was
mythology stuff.
long.
Odyssey was long, and that
So
was probably
long.
the least Assassin's Creed game that they put out, because I think they know that that's their biggest buy. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
And
See-
they just stuck the Assassin's Creed name to it, and it was a great story. Don't get it twisted, great story, but they just put the Assassin's Creed name to a different story because it had nothing to do with assassins at all.
Mhm.
Like you were just a god in human form, just body and everything in Odyssey.
Right.
But they did
And,
they did it with a lot of them. They did it with Syndicate. They did it with even Syndicate when you Jack the Ripper. Like like they have. I don't know, I feel like
they've
Assassin's
been straying
Creed.
away to a lot of stuff. It's no longer the regular Assassin's Creed people know and love from the
Right.
originals.
You know what I think
Because
the
what
issue with that
happened
is?
Yeah,
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say the originals, I think, focus more on just the one character. The whole Desmond thing, having his ancestors and connecting them to each other type stuff. Where
Right.
now they're trying to figure out how to connect the whole story. The last 2 have been connected, which is dope to see. And the way they ended Valhalla, I'm pretty sure they could continue with the story that they're going with now, which is why I enjoyed Valhalla a lot.
Mm.
See, I mean, I hate to even use this as a reference, but it's just the most easiest one to do. I feel like so many different series, like okay, GTA for instance. So GTA, they managed to expand themselves with different ways, but you're still following different characters. You get the same overall gist of the game though, but you still manage to evolve it to make it different.
Right.
Assassin's Creed though, they were going with it, but then like they lost me a black flag also. The minute I had to get into a ship and start trying to sail I was like, I'm done. I shut the game off. I didn't play it. I'm like, I'm not doing it.
That might be another thing that threw them off because it was like half and half. A lot of people liked Black Flag. That's one of their favorite Assassin's Creed games ever.
Right.
But a lot of people were like, fam, I'm not trying to be a pirate. Like, get out of here type of stuff.
Exactly. And that's my problem though too, is like GTA has the same overall feel of you're literally just doing, missions. You're doing whatever it is. It's the same thing, different ways of putting it into play though. Assassin's Creed though, you went away from the story of it. Like Fast and Furious, and I hate to use it, but so many games have went the Fast and Furious route where let me just stick a sticker to the name and stick my name to it, and guess what? Yeah, it's Fast and Furious. It doesn't work the same way. Look at Mario. Mario has been saving the princess for 35 years, and you still manage to keep doing it. So you add new characters, add new things. Exactly. Always Bowser.
Always Bowser.
Like at the end of the day, though, like you can still like some games can keep the feel of keeping to the origins of it and not changing the overall premise of it. When you start going off of your original premise, you're gonna do both. You're gonna lose your original people that love the idea of the assassins. You're gonna love people that want difference and change. But you got to find a common ground for it, and they definitely did lose that. Maybe they're going back to it now.
That's what I was going to say. Valhalla's probably the most balanced, where you get a little bit of both.
Okay.
You get the assassin stuff. You get the RPG, like roaming around and leveling up. Random boss fights. Like it's a really really good game. Surprisingly, I was super happy with it. I was gonna buy it regardless because. I mean, it's Vikings. Come on,
Right.
Oh Jesus! you're gonna get Riddler over here excited.
I didn't beat it. I sold it, and I never played it again.
Wow!
You sold it too?
I got bored, man.
Fresco, you're turning into Lou. Fresco, just buy a game and sell it.
Listen, man. I don't know. There has to be a specific type of. I play different types of games, but it didn't do it for me. And I'm gonna say the opposite. The combat felt clunky to me. It felt stale. Yeah. So I don't know.
I was going to ask you about that.
Good.
I know you played. I remember when you played it. When you first came out. I remember you playing it, and you loved. I remember the one thing that you had said about it was the visuals.
The visuals are beautiful. Amazing.
It was gorgeous. The gameplay, shit. I was like, okay, understandable. But yet you loved Ghost of Tsushima. And watching Ghost of Tsushima, I feel like Ghost of Tsushima was beautifully done, but still a little like not clunky, but kind of rinse and repeat in a way, in my opinion at least, from what I've seen. I didn't play it, so I really can't give a full on,
Right. I loved Ghost of Tsushima. One of my favorite games of all time. I don't know. Maybe it was the storyline. I mean, the combat mechanics were, I feel, more expanded than Valhalla, I think. In Ghost of Tsushima, but I don't know. But I guess we'll see.
Speaking of games that we love, though, this one over here, though, I got to give this to Fresco because we all know, anybody that knows Fresco knows that Fresco lives and eats Link and Zelda and anything that has to do with A Link to the Past or Majora's Mask and everything else too. Like when it comes to Zelda, that is Fresco. Yeah, see, exactly.
It's all Legend of Zelda Triforce, man.
When it comes to anything Zelda, that is all Fresco. And Fresco, are you rich yet? Do you have your original copy of your original Nintendo NES Zelda copy?
I don't even have Zelda for Super Nintendo. Don't judge!
Bro, I could have sold you mine before I sold it to the game store. I could have given it to you.
You had one?
Oh no, I had the Nintendo one. That was the original Nintendo, not the.
No, I have Super Nintendo.
Oh my god, I had the original Nintendo game. Remember, Fresco? I got the original Nintendo NES game in the box and all. With the maps and everything, and I sold it for like $100, $150. I could have been rich.
Look at that.
You slack.
Oh, I'm so mad right now.
richer.
Yeah.
Wait, did you sell the Final Fantasy one as well?
That I did. I sold the Final Fantasy for like 180 or something like that too.
Oh my god, Johnny!
I did.
Continue.
I did.
You guys don't know what we're talking about. The sealed copy of The Legend of Zelda sold for $870,000. Chat.
Wow.
$870,000.
Can I get a picture of this? I want to see what the hell it looks like, please. Let me see if I can.
I will say, I
Who
think
would've-
it has like a 9.5 rating or something like that though on pristine, like that rating that they do.
Right.
I can't remember the words for that. Like for some reason, I'm not thinking about the right words for when they read it, like Pokemon cards and stuff.
No,
Yeah,
no.
but
I
here's
know
the
what you're
thing. My
talking
only
about,
fear
yeah.
with this is like this makes me want to be a
PSA.
hoarder now.
Thank you,
Want to be a
PSA.
hoarder.
Right.
I'm gonna just keep all my old stuff, and maybe it sells for a couple $100,000 in the future. You know, I'm gonna
You
hoard all my
see-
stuff now.
But like I said, yeah, see that's the thing too. Like hoarding it is two ways. Like I feel like you want to buy one copy for you to hoard and one copy for you to sell. But yet, like I bought the Mario Game and Watch, the cheap Game and Watch one that came out, the limited edition one, and everybody bought it. People were selling it for $100, but now all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, we're releasing it," and people are now selling it for like $40 again. So it's like people want to buy stuff and want to do that whole idea of hoarding it because they see what's going on with like something like Nintendo, like Legend of Zelda. They see that you're gonna get money for it down the road, but now when you have everybody doing it, and it's hit or miss. It's hit or miss. Look at Beanie Babies. Look, Beanie Babies is the biggest classic right there. Look at that. That was everybody thought
That's it?
millions of dollars for it. They thought there was.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
No, like the Princess Diana one that everybody wanted and loved. Like they thought it was like $5 million you're gonna get for it eventually. Bro, I was in a thrift shop in Virginia. I saw it for $2.99.
Wow.
Like, yeah, I mean,
That's
so it's like,
crazy, dude.
but now
So-
it's if somebody likes it and wants it, but like I could probably find a Nintendo original maybe too for like $14. You never know because you might have somebody that goes, I don't want it.
Right.
Like my dumb ass that sells it. So I mean,
This game came out back in 1986.
I
So
wasn't
from
even born.
I wasn't even born yet either. So from
Thank you, I feel old.
1986 from 1986 to now, how many years is that?
35.
19.
I was born in 85. Thank you.
So this is 35 years old and it has a 9.0 on
That's
PSA.
crazy. That is crazy.
Oh, wow.
Wow. What did this person do? Like
Nothing.
Where did they
just,
keep
just
it?
left it. They put it.
they probably
They
like
put it in a
vacuum
box.
sealed it. Yo, for
Yeah.
real. That's insane.
Because
That's
if
a-
I'm not
that's
mistaken, as well
a
too,
whole house. Yeah.
so you can view the online auction. Okay, so the current bid at the time of the writing the article was 110,000, which is the equivalent of over 1 million Hyrulean rupees. But the idea was though too, it was a variant copy though. That's the other thing though too. Like, don't think that it was just the original NES game. This was a variant copy that was
do you
produced for just a few months before 1987, before it was released by Rev A. So what happened was it was called the NES-R. So Zelda released the original NES game was released as a variant copy, like the boxing and everything else on it had a rarer release for a limited release. It wasn't a lot of them released for it. I think it was like 500 of them or some shit like that released. It was produced for just a few months in late of 1987 before it was replaced by Rev A variant in 1988, according to Heritage Auctions. So there's only one other variant precedes the offered NES-R variant, and that is the NES-TM variant, which is true first production run. The description continues, however, it is widely believed that only a single sealed NES-TM example exists, and there is no telling whether or not that copy will ever come to market. So the very, very first original release of it was the NES-TM.
Okay.
They believe there's only one copy in existence that's still sealed, factory sealed. And they don't know where it is, they don't know who has it, they don't know what's going on. God knows what that's worth.
That just sounded like a Loki episode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for real. It's look at our
But what's the
variants.
difference here? Like, what's the difference between the NES-R and the NES-TM? I don't understand what makes this more unique than the others.
Oh, that's actually a good question. I believe it's just the artwork and stuff, but it's kind of like, yeah, I think it's. Let me take a look real quick.
Like a demo. No, I'm just.
No, did it have like an extra level or some shit? I don't understand.
Well, think about it.
Crazy.
If you look at like some magazines that are released, and there's like a slight bit of a like even the Charizards, like the Pokemon
Okay,
cards. If you
okay, I
have
get
one
what
that
you're
is a
saying,
slight
like-
misprint or
like
a
a
different
first
print,
base.
yeah, exactly.
First base, second base sets, blah blah blah, all that shit.
Exactly,
Oh, okay.
exactly. So it's just kind of like the idea of like even Nintendo Switch themselves, they released the original OG, excuse me, for like 6 months, 8 months,
Right.
and you have like the 1.0, And then without even telling you that they're releasing a new version of it, they make some minor modifications to it. So you can only tell by the serial numbers that it's like a 2.0 or a 3.0, etc. That's where that comes down to for the most part.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm really shocked by it.
Man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Is that person going to keep it? Are they going to hold it down for another couple of years and then sell it? Like,
That's
and how do you
insane.
just have
Bring
that
me my
side
money.
just like, yo, you know what? Today's the day that I'm dropping 870K. That's crazy.
People
Bro,
bid
that's like-
on some of the most random things, and it's so insane. Like that person that bought that invisible artwork.
Bro.
I love both of your faces at the same time.
So stupid. It's
That's
so
fucking insane.
It just shows though too, like any game or anything at all that we have, like what is nostalgia for us though. If you
Right.
have the money for it, some people are willing to pay the money for it for nostalgia reasons or whatever it may be.
Right.
So it's really just a matter of like rarity and stuff. But I was
Right.
even looking at too, another what the fuck with that too, is there was a Nintendo PlayStation prototype console that was sold for 360 grand at auction last year, while an incredibly rare plastic sealed copy of Super. I'm curious about a Nintendo PlayStation console.
That's the Soldier Boy console?
That is.
Bro,
It was the
that's
Malibu's most wanted. I got a game station, bro.
The game.
I got a game. I got a Gamecast. I got a Gamecast. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Oh
insane.
man, I don't
A
know.
lot of these nostalgia things. You did see that Yu-Gi-Oh is now starting to go up again as well. People are buying the cards.
I gotta go pull out my
insane.
Yu-Gi-Oh wig real quick.
There you
Dude,
go.
the Blue Eyes. Someone was. How much did they pay? They pay for that card. Let me have a quick little look see here. I know I saw.
Yeah,
it.
while you're looking that up, somebody Google
Yes.
real quick. Google the PlayStation, Nintendo PlayStation console. That shit looks
I'm
like one of
scared.
those limited release things that they have. Like you know how they have those game stations where it's like it could play all the different systems all together.
Yeah.
Right.
So this literally has a Super Nintendo controller port with PlayStation on the top. Like it's a PlayStation Super Nintendo.
This is
It looks
ugly.
like a DVD drive slapped
That is
onto
That is ugly. And it looks like it
Guys,
had like
so-
a DVD. It looks like it
an
had a
emulator?
DVD player too.
It's pretty much like an emulator.
yeah. I just realized they can't even see that on screen. What I'm showing right now.
Yeah.
Let me try to see if I can get a
got it.
picture of it real quick and put it up there for you guys.
Also, guys, we're gonna be transitioning to the question section. So if you guys want to start asking questions now,
Yes.
do so while we look all this stupid stuff up, and
Mhm,
you know, we'll get it going.
The Blue Eyes White Dragon went for $13.4 million.
Wait, what?
$13.4 million for a Blue Eyes White Dragon. And I had that card and I don't know where it is. It's gone in the wind.
So
Okay.
somebody is a millionaire
Yep.
off of one card.
Yep. Blue
That's
Eyes White
insane.
Dragon.
That's
13
insane.
was
as
awesome.
hell.
Listen, man. I said it before. If there's one thing, I can forgive the church that I grew up in for a lot of things. They
Whoa,
made
whoa,
me
whoa,
throw away
whoa.
They made me throw away my Pokemon cards. And
Wait,
I had
what?
a binder. A binder this thick, okay?
Oh my god.
Of
it
in
breaks my
great
heart.
condition Pokemon cards. They made me throw it out
It breaks
because
my
they were
fucking heart.
demons. No.
Yo,
That's
that was a
insane.
thing. That was a thing back. Yes, yo,
Yeah.
true. I had family members, you know, that they were very religious and such. And yeah, they always said that like Pokemon was like from the devil. Bro, crazy. Maybe that's where my cards went. These mother suckers.
They threw it out on you. You didn't even know it.
They threw away my
Mm.
cards. They're
Oh
gone.
man. Oh man. You could have been witched too.
I could have been, dude.
I'm trying to get
I
that
would've been
freaking
in
image up.
Hawaii or somewhere, or Belgium. I wouldn't be here right now, but it's okay.
Oh god.
I have
Okay.
these Pokemon cards now, man. So I'm gonna hold them down for like 30 years, 50 years, and I'm not touching them. They're gonna stay right there.
Let's see if that
What's that
loads
one?
in real quick. That's the Super Nintendo PlayStation
Oh
console
my-
crossover.
It's like they put both of those with crazy glue together, bro.
Yes, exactly. It
That's
looks like a
insane.
DVD, like those DVD drives you used to get, like the external DVD drives, and they look like they took that and just smacked it onto our emulator.
Yeah.
Like, here you go, guys. Let's make this real quick.
Yeah.
All right. So go back real quick and read the chat real quick. So Riddler does remember that. I know Riddler was talking about the GameCube portable screen, big ass Game Boy looking thing. Valhalla is Tyler said Valhalla is one of his favorite Assassin's Creed games.
Dude,
I haven't
it's
played
a
it yet.
really good.
They love it.
Really good game. It's a good game, bro.
Yeah.
Just know if you're gonna play it on PC, it's a hefty game to play.
Yeah,
Like my PC
can
gets
imagine.
hot. It melts
Really?
everything.
I was
Did you
gonna say, is it on PC or not? Because I'm gonna do it. I don't have a PS4
It
since
is,
mine
it
took a mine broke me.
But you're gonna have to put
Moment
the
of silence,
settings,
real quick.
You're gonna have to put the settings pretty low.
Oh, great! So I gotta play Assassin's Creed
like-
Valhalla Minecraft Edition. That's great.
No,
4080p.
it still looks good. But I upgraded my graphics card and everything, and that joint still, I had to put it on high, not very high.
Okay.
So
Oh,
it
shit.
still looked great.
Not
The visuals were still good, but it
Right.
gets hot. Just make sure you got a cooling system or something. You got fans in your PC. You got to have something. I had to install like 6 fans just to make sure nothing melted on the inside.
Sounds like Fresco over here. My dude had a solid AC in his PC box. That shit was
Bro,
like overheating.
I have.
Yo, you
I have
need it. You
six-
need-
I have 6 fans in my PC, and
Right.
and Subnautica still shuts my shit down. It's
Subnautica is like, yo, you need that water cooler. You need to be in the water with the
Right.
Subnautica below
You know
zero
what it is?
settings.
I do.
If the game is too hefty, right? No matter
Right.
what, it's gonna heat up your whole joint.
Yeah.
So if you play for too long, eventually, yo, it's just gonna gone. Your whole joint
True.
is gonna shut off.
True. What do we got next? We got what's good, homie. That's Nightbot. Hello, Nightbot. How are you doing today? Riddler was excited about the Vikings. He was just bad fighting in Valhalla. So, Riddler, are you saying that Fresco was bad at fighting in Valhalla, or was that
That's
the
what that is
game
what he
was bad? He was saying that
Bruh.
Fresco was bad at
Because
fighting.
here's the thing too, because
How
he did
dare.
mention he did mention the weapon stuff, right?
Right.
Valhalla has a lot of different weapons. So like
Yeah,
I personally use the smaller ones because you're faster.
Right.
And
The
you're just-
daggers, I think. Yeah.
You know, you slicing stuff up, slicing, dicing. I seen people use a shield and a big axe. You could dual wield stuff. You could do all that in the game now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I liked it. It was good. You know what I'm saying?
Real quick, Relish, are you getting the new Joy-Cons next week? Relish, what Joy-Cons are we talking about?
Joy-Cons.
It's for
Oh,
the
sorry
Switch.
listen, PC gamer. Okay, this is a console gaming conversation right now.
Hey,
so sit
man.
down.
Don't judge me. Don't judge
The
me.
Oh,
Joy-Cons, man. It's these
Yeah,
right
they're
here.
getting a new one.
Got you.
So here's another thing. Before we just jump really quick, they never fixed the drift issue for that new Switch.
Do you need it fixed?
Why?
I can tell you how to fix it right now. I had to
Dude,
fix mine.
whenever I play Zelda, he's always moving to the left. Look, it's actually
Listen.
stuck right now.
I'll tell you right now. I got you. Hold up.
You're gonna tell me to
Dead
pop
serious.
out the
Dead serious. So
little thing
like
and then clean
the
it
little
under?
the little silicone underneath there, that little silicone.
Yeah.
WD-40.
Q-tip.
One spritz of WD-40 underneath there, bro. That drift is gone.
Really?
I had to do it with my wife's. My shit was so
WD-40, I don't
bad.
know what that is.
Bro, I was playing Animal Crossing, and like I would sit still, and my guy would be running across the map, like across the pond. So
It's so annoying.
just any kind of, you can even buy like lubricant, like controller lubricant. It's just a lubricant you want to spray underneath the silicone, and it'll get rid of the drift here. But yeah, they definitely should have addressed that with the
should
new
have fixed
console. Yeah, 100%.
Yo, really, you got to get your money, bro. You got a blue eyes white dragon that's worth 5K.
Dude,
What's
let
up,
me
bro?
let me borrow that real quick. I'll bring it back.
Yeah, Riddler, when I come there in August, if you want to like let me see it and know where it's at, like we could just have a conversation about it real quick and see what it's about.
This man asked, he said, can you guys summarize your thoughts on the new Switch? I like to everyone's thoughts. So my thoughts were, I don't have a Switch. I don't have any consoles. I'm PC only, so I'm gonna buy it. It's not much of an upgrade, but it's it's what they had to do, I guess,
Right,
to keep the people happy.
right.
Fresco, I know
For
you
me-
had a good summary on it.
Yes. For me, like I said, I keep on showing it. I know. I'm sorry. It's not worth it for me. I don't feel that I need to drop another $350 just for these minimal upgrades, especially with the Ethernet cable. I have an adapter, $20, $25, USB to Ethernet. The stand, I don't really care for too much. I am going to say, yes, this stand here, you're not going to get this out. You got to use a knife or something to pop this bad boy out. But for me, I'm good. I don't need it. Now, if you don't have a Switch, yes, put in those extra $50 and get the new one.
Yeah, I would agree with that too. Is that if you don't have a Switch, it's definitely worth getting it. I have a Switch OG and I have a Switch Lite. I will be probably getting the new one though, not because it's like, oh my god, an upgrade, but my wife though uses a Switch Lite and she wants to be able to dock her games.
Of course.
So
Absolutely.
for her, it pays off because she can't dock it. But it's
Right.
if you're into portable gaming and handheld gaming and you don't have one, 100%. If you're gonna buy it, buy the extra one for an extra $50. But if you have one, don't waste your time for an upgrade if you don't need to. It's not really like something that's over the top. Like,
Wait for the Pro.
Yeah, wait for the Pro. Wait for that 4K that we thought we were gonna get.
I'm down for that, man. That 4K is gonna be sick.
Oh yeah. I want to see Mario. I want to see Mario's mustache. I want to see Mario's like hairs in his mustache. Like, let's go.
You want to see him sweat?
The mustache hairs, bro. What the hell, man? Chris, Jesus, Chris.
Ordisi asks, "Are you guys excited for Tarkov coming to console?" So,
played that game.
Escape from Tarkov, I played it once.
Right.
That shit is hard. Okay.
It is.
Really?
It's not for everybody. It's very hard. It's a different take on like a battle royale kind of stuff.
Right. It's like Rust, I think, but with like guns.
Familiar
with Rust?
Wait, no, he was playing Rust. He was playing Rust. That's more survival.
Right.
But like Tarkov, it's like hardcore. Think of hardcore like search and destroy on Call of Duty with like no map. You can't tell who your teammates are. Right. So like you could drop in with people and kill your friend by mistake if he scares you. Like you could literally destroy his life. Right, you lose everything that you go into the map with. So you pretty much got to go in, scavenge for stuff, and then leave the map without dying, pretty much. And if you die, they can just take all your shit and leave.
So that's like Rust.
It's very hard.
That's like Rust.
So Rust is more you're building and surviving stuff. It's more of a survival type.
Now, with Escape from Tarkov, do they do resets like your server reset? Like Rust, I just found out they do resets like every 7 days or every like month, depending on what server you're in. They do a hard reset, so everybody starts from scratch, running around naked with underwear and boots
and a rock.
No, this one, like if you survive, you take everything with you, no matter what. Yeah,
I saw someone streaming it one time. It looked fun. But yeah, it's definitely anxiety producing for sure.
It is under beta. You're right. It is. You're absolutely right. It's still under beta. When does it come to console though? I'm about to look that up.
For Fresco, real quick. Fresco Relish said that the new Joy-Cons are Zelda Joy-Cons, bro.
Are they really?
Yeah, he just bought them already.
Oh wait, right. It comes out next Friday.
Fresco's like, yeah. I already have it pre-ordered. I bought it last year. I'm waiting for it to come out. I'll be at GameStop at midnight.
I'm excited for Skyward Sword, man. I never played that one, or I did and I forgot about it. So
I was gonna say, I know you played it, dude. I think like you played it because Zelda. Like I love the fact that you have. I love the fact that you have such a love for Zelda. Like it's amazing. And I seen like your gameplay of the OG Zelda, like Majora's Mask and all too, and. And watching you play it is definitely interesting because you have such a childish, like not a childish, but like such a like when you see a little kid, yes, you see a little kid like their eyes glow up, like and definitely.
I want to get a Majora's Mask tattoo on my chest, but we'll see.
You should, right in the middle, like a Superman. You can pull your shirt open. It's Majora's Mask right there.
Yeah, we'll see. But I'm excited. So we'll see next week.
Now you were saying, I know it's Ordisi was saying that no 4K, but it's going to be like a Wii U for the Pro. And Relish, I don't know what he meant by that.
He's saying if it goes to a 4K, it's going to be like an actual console, like a Wii U instead of the Switch. Yeah. I think that's what he's saying.
See, like that's what Relish.
You think they don't have the technology to be able to?
Because he said instead of handheld. I don't know.
Because look at what Relish said, just an FYI, when the Switch does have 4K, it won't be native. They will most likely be using a DLSS 2.0 upscaler. Switch could overheat and be too heavy to handle 4K natively.
That is true.
Unless you have to walk around
it just starts melting in your hands.
So you're gonna have to walk around like this real quick. Like as you know, there's gonna be an extra attachment you buy for your Switch that attaches to it like this to keep it cool.
But I'm good with it being like handheld 1080. But docked 4K. I'm good with that.
That would be cool. I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
You know?
Because if you're on your Switch too long, these vents on the top, you do start feeling heat out of those vents. Like if you're on that shit for a while.
Right. But that's interesting to think about. But you would think that in the future we would be able to dock something that produces 4K, right? I don't know.
In the future, they just gotta create a portable AC. That's it. We'll all be okay.
That's true.
Could you imagine? While you said portable AC, can you imagine, bro? a handheld console with water coolers on the back, and like LED water coolers just running through the back. Like, you would think people got their PC upgrades where they're like, oh, I got the LEDs and the RGBs and everything else too. People are walking around with like all that shit. Like, so
that's next on my list.
Now, Fresco, you need to do the mineral water, bro. The way your shit overheats sometimes, you need mineral water. Just dip your whole PC in the mineral water.
And you know, I have liquid cooling. It's not just a fan, because you know, but when I just got my PC, I didn't know the difference between water cooling and liquid cooling, but now I do. But liquid cooling is a little bit of a hassle, I feel like, to install.
Yeah.
So
I haven't done the installation on it, so water cooling would be definitely that one. Yeah, I mean, I knew somebody back when I was living in Florida that actually did used to build PCs all the time, and this was before, and he had a mineral build where like the console is literally built in the water, so like your motherboard and everything is in the mineral water. Yeah, mineral water, because the mineral water actually, take a look, Google it, mineral water PCs. So like if you take a look at mineral water PC build.
Are you kidding me right now?
It's an aquarium. You see that? Because it doesn't overheat at all.
Wait,
it keeps your stuff really cool.
I have seen that. I have seen that. Like what? People have fish in their PCs. I've seen people on TikTok with literal like goldfish in their PCs just swimming around, dude.
Bro, and this was back in 2014. How does this even exist?
Yep.
How does everything not just blow up? I don't understand.
Because it's not just regular water. Like the mineral water is something to it. But like I think you have to change it out too every so often. I don't know the ins and outs fully of it. I don't want to like dive into it because somebody else would be like, oh yeah, you know. So I really don't know, but
say, how does everything just
dude, no, how is there not like an electrical surge? I don't get it.
I can picture somebody running some OD hot shit though, and all of a sudden your PC starts boiling. You're like, oh shit!
Yo, for real, bubbles just start coming up. Dude.
Cook some ramen and shit. Cook some ramen in your PC.
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
So it's what DC said. If it runs 4K, it's gonna be as big as the old Sega Game Gear, which understandable. Like what Fresco said too. Like if we could do it where it's handheld, not 4K, but docked 4K, that's perfectly fine. I'm good with that too. Like that'd be a great thing to do. And the PS. Sorry, I was a question. What did I just miss? Seeing the water bill. Oh, they fixed it with the V2 switch, Johnny. Relish, you're talking about the overheating from the fans in the back of your Switch? Look up the KFC console. Real stuff, not joke. Oh, yeah, the KFC console? The one that can cook the chicken.
Yeah, I did see it.
It's an air fryer, right? It's like an air fryer with...
Yeah.
Yeah, but that shit is mad strong. It's a powerful PC, yo.
Bro, that shit will wreck anybody's PC. You kidding me?
Can I buy
That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. Instead of worrying about putting fans on it, just make the best of a bad situation. You can't afford a fan? No, but I can make chicken.
Yeah. That's insane. Can you buy this?
Yeah, like KFC. I think it's pre-order. I think it's pre-order. Like you can actually like.
It runs 240.
Oh my god,
wow.
That's insane. It looks like you can only put like one piece of chicken in there though. It's kind of small. That's insane.
The new V2 Switch doesn't run as hot because of a new chip. Also allowed it to have better battery life. Oh yes, they did. Yes. I'm still running the OG, and I have an issue with Switch as it is to begin with. Me and Switch have a very bad relationship from the OG. So the original Switch that I had, I got it when it first released. And Fresco, I remember I told you about this one too when we went to go play Pokemon. So one day, I'm in the middle. My wife and I were putting major hours into my Switch before I got her to light. Animal Crossing over 500 hours. Pokemon, I had a full living Pokédex, 100% full living Pokédex.
Oh, I remember. Okay.
One day, my Switch, I turned it on, my Switch goes blue. I had a blue screen of death, and people didn't even have that. Like, only like 5 people in the world had this fucking blue screen of death.
I've never heard of that.
So I sent it at the Switch. They were like, oh, we'll fix it for you the whole yards. They sent it back to me. They didn't have cloud backup yet. They didn't have the cloud storage backup yet for Animal Crossing or for Pokemon. So my islands that I built on Animal Crossing, all my shit that I had was gone. And I didn't realize it or think about it until Lou and them got the Pokemon. And I'm like, oh, I'll get you your Pokédex. I have a full living Pokédex. Let's trade Pokemon. I turned my Switch on. It's like, hey, welcome to Pokeworld. You want to choose your starter.
Oh, my
I was like, I almost fucking threw my Switch across the room. I'm like, no. It was horrible.
I didn't even know that it was possible for this to get a blue screen of death. I never heard
I
of that
think they
before.
fixed that. Like I literally when I was googling
hope
it, it was
so. I
so
haven't had
hard
that
to
yet.
find that. So
It's like a
hard to find information
manufacturing
about
issue,
it.
right?
I think so. I definitely think it was. Yeah.
Man.
Did you see? That's crazy. Yeah. So
My question is, when will
Yes.
Nintendo fix their online service because they are ass?
that online service is definitely trash.
It's
but they-
between them and EA.
Yo.
Nah, EA can still do better than Nintendo. I'm sorry, Nintendo, bro.
Nintendo still makes you use a freaking application on your phone to be able to converse with one another. What are we in 2012? I don't understand. Crazy.
Yo, even on their freaking what do you call it? Even on their
It's still trash.
the commercial
On their
for the
app, it's
new
still
one.
trash.
Yeah, on the commercial for the new one they released, they still show you like, oh, and you can still use your voice chat on your phone. They show you the phone on the desk. Like, bro, if that's the case, why don't you give me ICQ? Just go back to ICQ and AOL Messenger at this point. Like, I might as well be better off with that shit. I gotta use Discord. I could better off using Discord for my Switch gaming than I can. Like, you don't have any online, and only it's not even voice chat for everybody. It's only voice chat for certain games.
Right.
Wow, that's
right.
ass.
Makes no sense.
I had
They
no
should've-
idea.
They should have implemented, like, I know now the PS5 is going to implement Discord voice chat. They could have done something of that sort.
Right.
Maybe they should have taken over Discord.
Well, Epic Games. Did you see Epic Games? I know a lot of people have hate for Epic Games. They give me a lot
They
of
did
free
their thing,
games,
bro.
so it's okay. Epic Games is actually putting into play a Discord style thing that they're offering, where
Right.
manufacturing companies, when they make their game, a cross-platform server on their game. So in other words, if you're
Right.
playing PlayStation, Xbox, whatever it is, in-game chat will still be cross-platform. You won't have to do Discord or anything like that for a cross-platform audio.
Sort of like Call of Duty.
Yeah,
a sense.
exactly. Similar to Call of Duty, but right.
you can be on PC, you can be on Xbox, and you can all crossplay, and it's all in one main lobby chat. That's cool. I'm down for that, man.
Wait, can you use on PlayStation and PC? Can you talk in-game chat?
you can.
Cross-play on Call of
Pretty
Duty?
sure.
I'm so used to using Discord, so I really don't remember.
Yeah, I mean, when I play with Lou, he has people on PC and people on Xbox, like Brooks and all of them.
Yeah.
That's right. People that are on that's right. People that are on PS4 sometimes don't have the Discord. That's what the problem was. Some of them didn't have Discord, and we had to talk in-game chat.
Right.
Anybody want to take those next questions real quick?
Okay, let's see.
Mayamo, you're an asshole, Mayamo.
I had 2 of the OG Switches. One I had to send back, and the other got stolen. Lost my original Pokemon. Dude, sad life. Still hurt about that. I know the feeling. I had the sword decks filled. I have a full living decks with the exception of poor Pokemon. Dude, I would cry. Especially
Yeah.
because I have Sword and Shield. I have Sword on here as well. Now I'm scared, man. You're
You
gonna
can
bring
back
that
it
bad.
up.
You're gonna
Put it
bring
onto the
that.
SD card. Save it to the SD card. You can save your files to the SD card.
Dude, until today, I didn't even know that there was a cloud on here for me to be able to do so.
I don't know if the Pokemon can save to the cloud, but I know you can save it to your SD card. But like, I know some games are cloud save. Like Animal Crossing is cloud save now, and you can transfer your island over to different switches. Because originally Animal Crossing, when you got a new Switch, you lost all your shit. You couldn't even transfer your Animal Crossing island over to another Switch. You were done.
Right.
Like you were done. So that's it.
Right. Damn.
Bro, I'm telling you, I was so upset because I got Ditto. Bro, I was literally spending hours outside the Pokemon nursery breeding Pokemon to get all. I had all the rare ones, the one that you had to do like special shit for. The whole. Bro, when that shit, I turned that on, I had none of it. I'm like, I'm not getting the fucking DLCs now. I don't even want. Fuck you, Pokemon. I'm done. Like, I was done with it. Done with it.
That's crazy. My man was in pain. Was in Spain without the S. Yes, I played with the Riddler. Nintendo Online has been trash. Wii U's Online was an improvement. I don't even remember the Wii U's Online.
Really?
Do you? Yeah. Do you remember playing?
Oh
the
no,
Wii U?
not the Wii U. The Wii, not
Wii
the Wii
U.
U. Not the. I remember the Wii.
The Wii had online.
The
Bro,
Wii
my
had.
brain. My
The
brain.
Wii had
Old
that
as fuck.
online. That was, if I'm not mistaken, we had like the original like online Nintendo Online kind of thing. Like it was, you had to plug it in, hardwire. It was like you never really used it. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty certain I could be getting these things confused with another Nintendo Wii. I know my wife had the Wii. I think she's sleeping though, so never mind.
Yeah. Damn.
I gotta look that up.
I don't remember the Wii having online. There was never a game that one played online and on the Wii U. Correct me if I'm wrong here. Wii U has voice chat and no friend codes. Really? You know what? Let me check this out. I'm curious, like the monkey George. Give me a second.
So you were just playing with random people online all the time?
Wii
Like you
U
couldn't even invite your
online.
friend?
Was it like, do you guys remember on the PS4 or the PS3 where they had like that main base section where you can just meet up with randoms and speak to them online? Is that what it was?
You know
Like
what
that?
the PS4 home or whatever it was, like that.
The
that
home, right. Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my
Was it like that?
god. Oh
That was
god.
bad, by the way. That was pretty bad. I remember.
Oh no, we did have online because I remember with Wii you used to be able to
No.
make your person like your little your
Yeah, and
Mii
they walk
character.
around. Yeah,
and they walked
yeah,
around, used to
Mii.
meet up with each other. The little Mii's. They would walk around, you'd be able to invite your friend, your other Mii friend over.
Right.
Wow.
Damn.
You
I
had
don't
Smash
remember
yeah, you had
this.
Smash Online, Monster Hunter Online, Mario Kart, Miiverse. Call of Duty was terrible on Wii. Oh my god, Tyler, Call of Duty on the Wii? I can
Oh
only
yeah,
imagine,
for
bro.
sure. Dude,
Ugh.
I can, for
Ugh.
sure.
That's like VR now. The VR first person shooter games.
Bro,
I be watching people play that. I'm like, fam, how? I would fall on my face.
I have
Yo.
so many other topics to think about, but I think it might have to be for another episode. I'm not gonna.
Right.
What is that? A giant egg?
Bro,
What do you have in
listen,
there?
listen. What do I have in here? Poppy.
It's a
What do I
Deadpool
have in
something.
Oh, he
Is
got
that
the Oculus.
The Oculus Quest 2, bro. I love the Oculus. Bro, I be
Are you
there's
gonna stream
time.
it?
I'm not gonna. You know what's funny is I'm thinking about doing a stream of it,
Are you gonna stream
but I gotta see because because my old card was able to run the
it? Horror
VR.
game.
This new one I know can definitely do it too, but I don't have the space. So like
Okay.
that's my only concern though is I would have to probably make space to do it, or it'll just be. I played Spider-Man: Homecoming on this. Bobby,
Right.
that shit was horrible.
Yeah,
Like
it's pretty bad. It's
I
pretty bad.
almost cried playing that shit. I was like, "What the fuck am I in?" But I be on Twitch watching people's Twitch channels in a movie theater on this
It's
thing.
cool stuff. Yeah,
But-
that's pretty cool.
Wow.
I do
Yeah.
the same with the PlayStation, the trashy PlayStation VR, which I regret even freaking buying. They came out with 2 games, and that was it.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty goddamn bad. Now, you know what you need? You need to get Half-Life, Alex.
You know
on
what's
that.
funny about that? I gotta see if my PC can run Half-Life Alex, because if it can, I definitely will do that. Because I know the Oculus Quest just released an update recently where I don't have to be hardwired to the PC. So like I can mimic my desktop. So that's how I played Homecoming and stuff too, like
How's
through
that
Steam
quality
VR.
gonna be, though?
It's actually really good. As long as you have a good Wi-Fi, a good stable Wi-Fi, you're good with it. But you can also just connect it with a regular USB-C cord.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I gotta check that out though, because I definitely want to check out Half-Life Alex and
You have to
check that out.
Alex. And there's a lot of good Steam games like for VR. You could just
Right.
you know what we got to do? You got to play Phasmophobia in VR.
Yup, I was gonna say that same thing. Yup.
Bro, did you saw me play Phasmophobia without
You're gonna
VR?
see the hands like this in your face.
Just drink a little. It's fine. Take a shot of Tito's.
Oh my god, I definitely need to drink that shit. I got my dogs in the background barking, but I would say though that what was the other game for the Wii for the I played Among Us. I played Among Us in VR.
Did you really?
Yes,
sounds
and no
sounds
joke,
bad.
because you can be any avatar you want. So what was the most fucked up thing in the world was I got killed by Plankton. This little dude, this big, running around, bro. I couldn't even see him. I just looked down and I just saw the name running across the fucking map. I was like, "You fucking kidding me?" Next thing I know, I got shanked. I was like, "This fucking son of a."
That's funny.
Bro, I was so mad. But you can be like anything at all. Like you can carry other players too. So one map, the killer. I saw the killer. I jumped on the killer's back, and the killer could not let me go. So they couldn't kill me, and they weren't using a mic. They kept trying to tell everybody like pointing because of the fact that I'm behind them, but they couldn't. No.
Right.
So
Is this like
yeah,
a modded Among Us? Because I've never
it's
heard of
it's
this.
VR chat.
No,
it's
it's just
VR
the
chat.
VR. Yeah, it's the VR
Oh,
version.
okay. So
The VR
actually-
chat.
it
Yeah.
actually
So
was
it's a
Gotcha.
yeah, it's a modded thing.
Okay.
We Rock Band. Yeah, we was Rock Band. We Rock Band was.
I mean, they still
Amazing.
update Rock Band now because when I went
Do
to
they
Miami,
really?
the group we had Switch, bro. He brought the guitars, he brought the drums, the mic, all that,
Right.
and we were playing Rock Band drunk as hell at like 2 o'clock in the morning
That's fun.
with like
That's a good
updated
time.
songs and everything. No joke, they still update Rock
That's
Band.
awesome. That's awesome. That is definitely awesome.
Yeah,
Beat Saber.
guys.
I would watch you play Beat Saber.
Beat Saber, I will tell you right now, Beat Saber is
I played
amazing.
it on stream. It was amazing.
the base game is great. The thing I hate about it though is you gotta pay for all the upgrades for like a lot of the expansion for songs and stuff like that too. Unless you
good
get the
songs.
get the side loaded app. There's a side loaded app where you can upload
Yes.
any song you want to it.
Yes. Right.
So I got a side load, but then again though too, that's when you start going into the main base of the Oculus, and you got to start side loading apps, and you go into developer mode, which isn't bad because there's a lot of free games on side loading your Quest.
Right.
But yeah, no, I definitely got to do that one day. I definitely should.
That would be fun.
Well,
All right.
chat. Before we keep talking about gaming stuff for like another 3 hours, it's about that time to wrap it up. There's no more questions coming in. So, what does Lou say? What is his slogan?
So long, farewell, I do.
It's going in sing along. What is this?
Right.
Sing
So
along
as you
with
guys
Johnny.
know, I am MeLlamoCeeGee. That is Mr. Johnny Boom Boddington, and the special guest Fresco in the building. Okay.
Real quick, before we do cut it out, Fresco, would you like to plug yourself? Well, rather, would you like to plug your information, rather?
Yes. So you guys can catch me on twitch.com. That's Fresco, FRESC0___ variety streamer, horror games, DJ live sets. I do it all, man. I do it all.
Sir.
Head on over, check me out. And guys, thank you so much for having me today. I had a fucking blast. You guys are amazing.
Hey, or
Yes.
DC, thank you for the sub. We appreciate that.
Yeah, so DC,
Nice.
thank you for the sub, bro. Guys, as well too, we do want to let you know we will be going live every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Going forward. You could also, if you do not see us here, you will be able to catch us on YouTube, on Keep Gaming Podcast, and anywhere you do get your Keep Gaming, anywhere you do get your podcast, you can get us from there. As well, we do have Keep Gaming merchandise shirts that were just released yesterday. I know Fresco and MeLlamoCeeGee are buying like a whole shitload of them. They're buying like 5 of them for their dogs and everybody else too.
Word. And my abuela.
There you go, and the abuela too. So the Keep Gaming merchandise, we will most likely next week. We'll have more of a screenshots and stuff like that too to be able to present it better. But yes, I am Johnny BoomBotz, Johnny_BoomBotz with a Z. You can catch me Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, Tuesdays, fucking Saturdays, Sundays. I'm always
At
always
4
streaming.
a.m.,
At
6
4
a.m.
a.m.
These all the time.
Whatever you
never
want
know.
me. Whatever you want me. And of course, yes, we do got MeLlamoCeeGee as well too. MeLlamo.
Yes, sir. I stream on Twitch. Part-time streamer. Only on the weekends because my internet's terrible. Yeah. So as the good old Lou says, okay. What's the plug on YouTube? Keep Gaming Podcast.
Yeah,
Do we have the
it's-
link to that?
Yeah, I should be able to put that in the chat actually. In 1 second.
It should be up. Subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, wait,
Yeah.
it should be.
I think
he
the Nightbot
cheesed
put it in
everything
there.
around.
If you scroll up a little bit on the chat,
Oh,
it
I see.
should be there. It should be there. I promise. Now,
There you
as
go.
Lou says, there you go. As Lou says, I forgot what he says before, but he says, "Thank you for watching, and keep gaming."